Salut, c'est Géraldine, bienvenue sur Comme Française TV, Sound French even to the French. Every country has its own special customs and traditions. In France, some of them are special superstitions. They're sometimes useful, sometimes weird, and often inconsequential. But if you don't know them, you might come across some French behaviors that you don't understand. So let's dive in. Mettre le pain à l'envers sur la table. Mettre le pain à l'envers sur la table, putting bread upside down on a table, is a risky thing to do. Ça porte malheur, ça porte malheur. It brings bad luck. So don't be surprised these French people turn back their bread. It's a reflex. As the story goes, in medieval times, an upside-down loaf of bread would be reserved for le bourreau, the hangman, and that's a bad omen. This legend might have true roots, but tradition comes from something deeper. French culture wants people to generally respect the bread. This superstition helps for being conscious of the way they're displaying or eating it. Marcher dans le caca du pied gauche. Marcher dans le caca du pied gauche, walking in poo with your left foot first, is a good sign. At least when you don't do it on purpose, it is said that ça porte bonheur. Ça porte bonheur. It brings good luck. Of course, you can find different wordings of this superstition involving other synonyms for poo, such as une crotte, we say une crotte de chien, for example, une déjection, which is a more polite and administrative name, and la merde. Supposedly, you're finishing the left side, which is often considered the side of evil and bad things in superstition. So the poo is effectively keeping bad luck at bay. Or maybe this tradition was invented when Parisians started to have dogs and les trottoirs, sidewalks, les trottoirs, and someone needed a cheer up after one of these mishaps of modern life. Ouvrir un parapluie en intérieur ou à l'intérieur. Ouvrir un parapluie en intérieur ou à l'intérieur. Opening an umbrella indoors is said to bring bad luck as well. It also brings cold rainwater in your carpet. And you can also accidentally poke someone's eyes too. Especially if you're being poked by les baleines du parapluie. Les baleines du parapluie, the ribs of an umbrella when they're made of sharp metal. By the way, our umbrella ribs are called des baleines, which literally means whales. If you ever come across the word, don't worry, you are not assumed to be the whale here. So anyway, there's allegedly a mystical explanation for the umbrella superstition, but I bet this curse just came up organically, like the reverse formula for the last one. Hey, let's all say that annoying thing that people do just brings bad luck, okay? And that's why I suggest that we as a group start spreading the superstition that parler au cinéma pendant un film, ça porte malheur. Parler au cinéma pendant un film, ça porte malheur. Talking in cinemas during a movie brings bad luck. I'm serious, let's do this. Un fer à cheval accroché dans la maison. Un fer à cheval accroché dans la maison. A horseshoe hung up somewhere in your house keeps the devil and the bad luck at bay, especially when it's made of iron. In the version I've been told when I was little, you should not hang the horseshoe with its end facing down like that, or it won't work. Instead, the end should be pointing up to catch the luck, like that. Some people say the opposite, so the horseshoe is pouring luck down on people. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you're able to be pedantic, pédant if you're seeing someone else doing it wrong. Toucher le pompon rouge du béret d'un marin. Toucher le pompon rouge du béret d'un marin. Touching the small red pom-pom on tuft on the French sailor's hat brings you good luck. I love this one. The French Navy issues many uniforms, but the most striking one is the great white suit with the white hat, un képi, or un bonnet de marin. Un bonnet de marin. Like this one from the musical Les Demoiselles de Rochefort. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort. I love this movie. Le pompon, the small pom-pom, is also used in other expressions. For example, décrocher le pompon, literally to unhook the tassel. It means to win or to hit the jackpot. On the other hand, c'est le pompon is used as an expression to say frustration or rage, just like c'est le bouquet. Basically, it means I'm fed up or that takes the cake. Now, this pom-pom tradition isn't often used. You don't meet a sailor in a uniform every day. But don't worry, if you meet one, he'll be sure to remind you of it. Offrir un couteau à quelqu'un. Offrir un couteau à quelqu'un, giving someone a knife as a present, is inappropriate as it will cut the bonds of friendship between you two, as the superstition goes. Now, at what point does the superstition simply becomes une coutume, a custom? This superstition is a sign of respect for a meaningful object from a traditional way of life, just like our first point of never putting a loaf of bread upside down. Obviously, there's a loophole around the knife superstition, and that loophole has also become part of the superstition. If someone gives you a knife, you give them back une pièce de monnaie, a small coin. So technically, it's not a gift, it's a sale. It's not something you see every day for sure. But for instance, un opinel, a French folding knife with a wooden handle, is a very popular gift among les scouts, for example, scouts. And maybe one day you will give someone a nice set of des couteaux Laïol, these French kitchen and table knives with the B of Napoleon on them. And you will stumble again upon the custom. Et toi, what weird superstition does your country hold? What new superstition should be invented for this day and age? Tell me in the comment section in French if you dare. I want to hear from you. If you're on YouTube, you will find a link below this video to the blog commeunefrancaise.com. On the site, I read all the comments and answer all your questions as well. Did you like this video? Do you want more? Let me share exclusive lessons, private offers, and my 10 favorite Comme une Française handpicked episodes with you by email. It's super easy to join. Leave me your first name and your email and I will get back to you straight away. Subscribe now to get my best content straight to your inbox, the fantastic stuff that's not even on YouTube. And the best thing is, it's free. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV. Sound French even to the French. Allez, salut!